worked in Bosnia as a medic. I was also loaned out, pimped out, as we call it, to units that needed a medic for their combat patrols. The biggest worry I had was stepping on a landmine. No one ever shot at me. It takes well over an hour to clear the IED. I get back into the Humvee. The drive to Camp Anaconda, northwest of Baghdad, is over 6 hours. It takes us 2 days. The first battle in Fallujah happens 3 months later, in April. Some Blackwater guys riding in an up-armored Chevy Suburban stop on a road by the bridge at the entrance to the gates of Fallujah when they're approached by a group of kids selling gum, candy, soda, and fake Rolexes. A guy rolls down the window to buy some candy, and a kid drops a frag grenade into the Suburban. The burned, charred bodies of 4 Americans are dragged from the wreckage and strung up by the bridge. The insurgents declare an all-out war against the Americans in Iraq. They start slicing people's heads off on TV. Camp Anaconda, where I'm stationed, is a sprawling military supply base that houses close to 30,000 civilians, soldiers, Marines, and airmen. Every branch of the service. Even the Navy is there. Camp Mortarville, as it will become known for the around-the-clock attacks, turns into the most dangerous place in Iraq. Pilots dropping off supplies keep their engines running. Each night when I go to bed in my small A-frame tent, with electricity that works maybe 40% of the time and no running water, I wonder, like everyone else, if I'll be alive come morning. The hospital, one of the largest in Iraq, overflows with casualties, mostly young Marines. The latest casualty is a kid who jumped on a grenade to save his buddies and was KIA. His name was Rafael Peralta, an immigrant from Mexico who came to the U.S. and joined the Marine Corps. I'm working in the ER on another young kid, his hand hanging on by the skin, when I'm told I've been pimped out for medevac. The kid keeps screaming to hurry up and cut his hand off and patch him up so he can go back to his guys. Flying in the back of the Black Hawk helicopter, my adrenaline pumping, I'm told we're heading to Samara. A homemade bomb exploded near an Army guard post. As the Black Hawk lands, I remind myself to be ready for anything. The bird's door opens to screaming and smoke and blowing sand, and I'm off and running. Someone is depending on me to save his life. Dealing with trauma on the battlefield, seeing limbs blown off by an IED, the amount of carnage and blood, it's more surreal than anything from a movie. 2 Army soldiers have been torn apart by the blast. 1 is dead. Later, I'll learn his name, Specialist Anthony J. Dixon of Lindenwold, New Jersey. He was 20 years old. The other is still alive. He's on his back, blinking up at the harsh Iraqi sun. I drop to my knees and begin to apply a tourniquet around the stump of his missing leg. His name, he tells me, is Armando Hernandez. "I need you to level with me, Doc." He licks his lips, his eyes sliding to mine. "Is my junk still there?" Gallows humor. It's the only thing that keeps us sane. "Still there," I tell him. Hernandez tells me he's from a farming town in the desert of California. Volunteered to serve his country. He's 22 and has kids of his own. I've got him stabilized. As we fly back, I keep looking at his uniform. He's Army, like me. I've been on that road at his guard post at least 100 times. This could have easily been me lying here. Hernandez is alive when we land, and he's alive when we bring him into the ER. I'm on my way to clean up when a grave-faced combat surgeon finds me. "No," I tell him, shaking my head. "Don't tell me." "There was no way he was going to survive, not with those wounds. I was amazed he was still alive when you brought him into the ER. He sees I'm not buying it and adds, "Trust me when I tell you that you did everything you could." I believe him, and yet some part of me refuses to believe him. The surgeon sees that the indecision is eating me and says, "Mike, if this had happened on the front steps of Walter Reed, he wouldn't have survived."